Loha is the story of Shankar, Dharmendra, a superhero with an iron body. He is a suspended police officer who faces the loss of his loved ones due to criminals in the city. Udharan. The movie begins with the introduction to a powerful underworld don, Loha, Mohan Joshi. He has a stake in all illegal activities like weapon smuggling, drugs, and land encroachment. Loha's sidekicks include Salim Chikna, Harish Patel, Tackler, Rami Reddy, Musalman Babu Batla, Bajrangi, and Munna Mobile. Razak Khan. Loha ousts his erstwhile mentor Tandya Bhai, Deepak Shirke, to emerge as the #1 don of Mumbai. After seeing Tandya rebel against Loha's disloyalty, he captures Tandya's sister and lets Batla rape and kill her. Tandya is enraged by Loha's actions and goes to kill him. However, he is surrounded by Loha's men and is convinced by Loha that he has no reason to live. Following which Loha himself kills Tandya. The horrific act of Loha was felt across the Basti, where Shankar, Dharmendra, lived. A curfew is placed on the Basti where Shankar meets Inspector Kale. Ishrat Ali, a corrupt inspector who helps Loha in washing off his crimes in the eyes of the law. Inspector Kale is always at loggerheads with the commissioner, Kiran Kumar, who is an honest officer. The Basti rallies against Loha's thuggery but to no avail as the leader of the rally is killed by Loha in broad daylight. When Inspector Kale comes to investigate the matter, he argues with an angry Shankar, who tells the inspector to inform the goons that their end will come soon. Shankar later meets Loha and they become sworn enemies. Geeta, an aide of Mustafa, Shakti Kapoor, gets to know about the open challenge that Shankar posed to Loha. She brings Shankar and Mustafa together to plot against Loha. Mustafa used to be the top don of Bombay until Loha became powerful. Loha ordered Batla to slice Mustafa's hands, which led to Mustafa dedicating his life to ending Loha's reign. He informs Shankar it was Batla who killed Tandya's sister. This leads to Shankar chasing and beating up Batla. Fearing his life, Batla offers to testify against Loha. But Loha reaches the scene where Shankar cornered Batla. The commissioner arrests Loha, Tackler, and Batla. Loha and Tackler soon get bail at the behest of the minister, Pramod Mautho. Secretly, Inspector Kale lets Batla escape from lockup to start a new life away from Loha. Unfortunately, once Batla was released, he encounters Loha and his sidekicks. Angered at Batla's treachery, Loha stabs and kills him. Inspector Sajata Singh, Sajata Mehta, comes across some goons molesting a woman. While protecting the woman, she herself gets harassed by the goons. Fortunately, Arjun, Mithun Chakraborty, comes to the rescue of the inspector and the woman. Arjun is an alcoholic who has no will to live due to his loneliness. Years ago, he used to be a soldier in love with his girlfriend Karishma Ramya Krishnan. Arjun was after the life of a weapons smuggler Thakur Vikral, Mahakal. Rajesh Vivek, who escapes Arjun's attempts to capture him. In Arjun's first attempt, Vikral manages to escape by air. Vikral kills Karishma to terrorize Arjun. Realizing this, Arjun chases Vikral and shoots him. 8 years later, he realizes Vikral is still alive. Arjun chases Vikral and captures him at gunpoint. There, he tells Arjun that 8 years back while escaping from Arjun's hands, Vikral found his beggar look-alike. Vikral gave the beggar his clothes and Arjun had unknowingly killed the beggar. After hearing this, Arjun finally kills Vikral. As a result, Arjun is let go from the military and he began seeking obsessive refuge in liquor. In the present day, Shankar finds Arjun in this drunken state and asks him about his story. They become close friends, and Shankar takes Arjun to the hospital for an operation saving his life. Arjun owed his life to Shankar. Meanwhile, The minister finds Shankar's sister Lakshmi being molested by a few men. The minister saves Lakshmi from the men, but takes her straight to Lukka. Lukka starts harassing her, but she manages to escape. He sends Munna Mobile behind her, who finally kills Lakshmi. Shankar finds Lakshmi dead and catches a glimpse of Munna Mobile running away. He registers a case with Inspector Kale, who promptly informs Lukka that Shankar is on the lookout for Munna Mobile now. While Inspector Kale discusses Munna Mobile's safety with him, Shankar finds the two talking and starts beating up Munna Mobile. Inspector Kale stops Shankar from thrashing Munna Mobile and locks him up. Shankar gets transferred to jail, where Arjun promises Shankar he will help him take down Lukka. Arjun meets Mustafa, who regrets telling Shankar about Batla, since it led to Shankar's sister's death. They wait for Shankar's release before planning their next move. In a completely separate comedic subplot, Manisha Koirala, and her father, Dinesh Hingu, arrive in Mumbai via train to find a suitable boy for Manisha's marriage. But Manisha only wishes to marry the famous actor Govinda. Coincidentally, she finds a coolie at the railway station who looks just like Govinda and also claims to be him. They wish to marry each other against his father's wish, who believes the coolie is just a duplicate of Govinda. Later that night, Manisha and her father encounter the real Govinda getting out of his car. When Govinda realizes it is the actress Manisha Koirala wanting to marry him, they both instantly fall in love. This time with Manisha's father's approval for marriage. Shankar gets released later, still feeling the pain of his sister's horrific death. Geeta informs Shankar of Munna Mobile's whereabouts. Shankar reaches a construction site in Lokhandwala where Munna Mobile was overseeing construction after he seized control of the building. Shankar kills Munna Mobile at the site by throwing him off the 40-story building, with Lukka hearing everything via Munna Mobile's mobile. Next, Shankar, Arjun, and Mustafa plan to destroy the huge stock of Lukka's weapons which he stored at his hotel. This was a huge blow to Lukka's fortunes. After destroying the weapons, Shankar targets Salim Chikna with a warning that he will be killed by noon the next day. A scared Salim Chikna rushes to Lukka and Inspector Kale for protection. But Salim Chikna does not trust Inspector Kale and Lukka to protect him. So he reaches the airport at 11 am the next day to fly to Dubai. To Salim Chikna's surprise, Shankar was waiting for him at the airport, where he gets killed. As Shankar's heroics were getting heavy on Lukka, he is mad at Inspector Kale for not being able to control Shankar. Inspector Kale suggests he will apply for tada to be imposed on Shankar, which includes a shoot at sight order. The commissioner does not allow Inspector Kale to do so. Consequently, Lukka uses his connection with the minister, who then visited the commissioner and ordered him to impose tada on Shankar. Around the same time, Geeta gets attacked by a few men barging into her house. Shankar arrives to protect her, but could not save Geeta from death. After learning that Shankar could be shot any time by the police, Mustafa guides him to steal confidential papers of the minister which contain all his corrupt deeds. Shankar blackmails the minister using those papers, and orders him to reverse the tada order. Inspector Kale became the new commissioner and the existing commissioner received transfer orders with immediate effect. However, due to Shankar's blackmail, the helpless minister had to reverse these orders, and Inspector Kale was suspended from duty. A dejected Kale finds Shankar on the street, and Shankar takes this opportunity to kill Kale. Lukka becomes furious with the minister's orders which led to Kale's death. The minister tells him he has no choice, but can work in Lukka's favor again if he can get the confidential file from Shankar. Meanwhile, the minister attempts to rape his driver's daughter. Learning this, The driver rushes to Shankar to save his daughter and also tells him that it was the minister who took his sister to Lukka, which led to her death. Shankar arrives at the minister's house and kills him. Arjun impersonates a gangster and calls Tackler, telling him where he can find Shankar. This was a trap to kill Tackler, which Lukka realized a bit too late. On reaching the location, Tackler fired his gun at Shankar, but the bullet could not hurt Shankar's iron body. Shankar killed Tackler just when the police arrived at the scene, which led to his arrest at the hands of Inspector Sajata. To free Shankar from lockup, Arjun enters the police station acting like a drunkard trying to instigate the police. After he gets ushered by the police into lockup with Shankar, Arjun attacks the policeman and escapes with Shankar. The final showdown happens in the rocky terrain stronghold where Lukka reigned supreme with his men. Mustafa arrives at the scene and Lukka gets to know it was Mustafa guiding Shankar all this while. To destroy him, Mustafa came wearing a bomb that blew up and destroyed parts of Lukka's hideout, killing himself too. Later, Shankar and Arjun arrive at the hideout where they engage with Lukka in a verbal battle before fighting. They manage to kill all of Lukka's men. A bullet from Lukka's gun was about to kill Shankar, but Arjun jumped in between, which led to his death. In his last moments, Arjun asks Shankar to finish his incomplete work and kill Lukka. After a short physical fight where Shankar beat up Lukka, he finally shot his worst enemy to death. The police arrive at the scene after Lukka died and placed Shankar under arrest.